But does he have any big news, Daisy?
Ooh, we want an official Triple M breakfast exclusive out of the mouth of the Melbourne captain, Maxy Gawn. Are you playing this weekend?
I made the team. Yeah,
You're in?
I made the cut.
Can you kick?
That
was the question. You couldn't kick last week.
I did kick a few times at training. And to be fair, and Daisy, you know, you do like 400 kicks at training during the week for 6 game day. Like it's a lot of overdoing for not many kicks here at game day. So
speak for yourself. I had 6 a quarter. But you've also got your mum.
I brought my mum in today. Yes.
Hi, Sandra.
Yeah,
Hi, Sandra.
She's a little bit too shy to come on air. But today's bring a significant other to work day. And mine
Down to the club.
Mine is my mum.
Really?
Beautiful.
So she gets to come in. I think there'll be a few meetings that she gets to sit in. She gets to go through the team meeting where Goody's going to play me and what he wants from me.
Is she vocal in a team meeting? Do you think she'll speak up? Will she have
go
any
full-
opinions?
I think she's slightly introverted, but I'm sure if Goody says something poor about me, that my mum might stand up and go,
Fair
"That's
enough.
not fair."
Hang on.
Yeah. Will she move the magnets? She looks like a magnet
I don't
mover.
reckon she'll be a magnet mover. Is
Really?
My gut feel.
Okay.
My gut feel is so there's a few extroverted parents that might be there. The Neil Bullens are famous for potentially maybe moving a couple of magnets. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there.
Because Collingwood went with Bo McCreary's mum
Yes.
as a
yes.
pre-match pump-up. Can we expect a little bit of that maybe? Just a couple of...
Have you got that in you, Mum?
Sandra doesn't look like the
That was a
type that
hard
just
no.
start rolling F-bombs off the top.
I'd like to give her that task though. Maybe if we send her some homework. So because she comes in tomorrow as well for game day.
Oh.
So she's there for game day, along with 23 other significant other people. I think it might go to someone else, but I could see her maybe doing it.
When it's significant other, are we talking mostly family members? Is it going to be mostly mums, dads, kids, that sort of stuff? Or is somebody just going to go, this is Larry, he's my gardener. I've decided he's my significant other.
There's a strong mum-dad presence. So we did this last year and my dad came. And I think majority of people were mum, dad or brother. Or sister, and James Harms actually brought his PT, so I think he missed the brief.
And where's he playing this year?
Well, he's now with you. Yes, he's now with you.
Who did Brody Grundy
Premiership player. Premiership player.
Brody Grundy, who did he bring? Is that another reason? Does this hold more weight than it should
Yeah.
this day?
Max brought Brody last year.
Daisy Maxy Gawn joins us. Triple M Footy starts tonight at 6 o'clock with the Friday huddle.
Yes, it certainly does. Are you across the Australian coach Michael Palfrey, as he has famously now come out and said that he hopes some of the Aussies lose to the South Koreans, who he's coached?
In swimming.
The swimming coach. So he went out on record saying the South Koreans will beat us. Is that what it was?
Yes, and he's the
like that.
Australian coach.
Yeah, but he has done a little mentoring for these South Koreans. So it wasn't like he just was like walked in and said, I hope some of our swimmers lose. He was more saying that I've mentored a few of these people.
And is he just
I hope
stating
they
facts?
do well.
Is he just like, I've seen what their times are and they're better than your times?
And
So-
it's South Korean TV, as we discussed.
Yeah, he was on, like it was local TV. He was
Okay.
probably sucking up a little to the locals.
a little red dot appearing.
He ended the interview by going, "Go Korea."
Yeah.
You got to take that for a grain of salt, don't you? It can't be too precious.
Well,
It's allegiances.
who do you follow in the cricket?
I follow New Zealand.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and where are we going with this? Do you want me to?
No,
Well,
Are you thinking that maybe I'm giving some tips to the Kiwis from what I'm
well,
hearing
we're
from
just
the Aussies?
talking about treason and and how that looks.
Well, you can blame my mum for my New Zealand
Oh,
heritage.
come on, Sandra.
So both your parents
Both
are
my
Kiwis.
parents are Kiwis, yes.
Yeah.
She actually, the first thing she said when she got in the car this morning was, "Did you see the rugby sevens last night?" I'm like, "I didn't stay up till 2 a.m. to watch rugby sevens, Mum. I'm Australian. We don't care about rugby sevens at all."
Was there pressure though when you were growing up, like to be a rugby player?
There was a little bit. I sort of I was interested in it early. All Blacks were always on every Saturday night, so we were always watching the All Blacks. And mum and dad knew nothing about football. Like I remember famously, I'm going to embarrass her now, but the recruiters would come over when you're 17, 18, and they come to your house, cup of tea, whatnot, and they ask lots of questions. And then they go, "Any questions from you guys?" And like my questions are like, what's the facilities like who are the leaders? Mum and dad's question is, when the ball goes through for a goal, does it get back to us? Like, what happens then? Does it go back to the middle? So that's what we were dealing with early days with mum and dad.
Was one of your questions, can I punch durries in the car on the way to training?
I should have asked, because then it would have made it so much clearer when I was on the Mono Show day that I wasn't allowed to do this.
Yeah, he's like, I didn't know. It didn't come up.
And don't rattle me, assistant coach. What are you doing?
And apparently they'll let you do that at the All Blacks.
No, it wasn't a coach. It was Carl Cheney, and I'm prepared to say that.
Oh,
On
name
record.
names.
Carl Cheney.
Yeah.
We've talked about it since.
Yeah.
He's
Was he the red hair?
Melbourne to Hawthorn.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
okay.
to Adelaide.
Yeah.
Three clubber.
Journeyman.
Journeyman. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's probably my fault. I mean,
No.
at
No.
6:45 a.m. on the way to Casey Fields, Will.
Yeah.
There was a cigarette in the back seat of my car. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to have this.
Yeah.
The
Waste
best thing
not,
was,
want not.
it was it was 30 degrees. So it was
30?
really, really hot.
Yeah.
I had all four windows down, top off, backwards hat. And Carl,
Tell me you're fat arming it too.
and I didn't see Kyle Cheney. So he's seen me, like I haven't tried to hide it. Because you imagine if I seen Kyle, I would have tried to hide a windows
that's
up.
right.
He's seen me at my best. Four windows
Top
down,
off,
arms
windows
there,
down.
just loving
Oh, I could've done.
having the best time of my life. So if I was Kyle, I'm telling everybody that just happened because that is an amazing thing.
And now you're the captain of the footy club.
And I
the
wouldn't change
premiership
a thing.
captain.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Big news you broke yesterday, Wil Anderson.
Yeah, Katy Perry is going to be the halftime pre-match, post-match. Who knows exactly what? But the entertainment at the AFL Grand Final, Max. How do you feel about it?
Firstly, I wasn't a chance with
Have we got you here? Have we got you
I've got a
here?
headache. I've got a banana. I've got a broken leg.
I mean, I feel like, Melbourne win the premiership,
There's a chance I'll pop out there.
get up there. I reckon you could do that you could just drop that at the very least into one of her songs.
Well, I've famously got my deal with Illy. If we win, Illy's a mad Melbourne supporter. We sing Paper Cuts and I'm Vera Blue.
Yeah.
No, look, I just would love to be involved in a committee that talks about it. I want to know where Katy Perry come from. Like, I understand that she's been a very good artist for a long time, but who came up with Katy Perry? Is it because she's touring here? Is that what it is? Because Coldplay's touring here. That would have been.
They would have been great. There's an album coming out.
Yeah.
And maybe a tour announcement,
Yeah.
possibly,
But
at the
I
same
reckon
time. I don't know.
there's some genuine
Guessing.
bangers, which would be fun. And it caught me by surprise.
Should there be a panel put together of people who specifically their job is to get the best entertainment?
We got to be careful. There could be already that.
Well,
but
if there is, let's throw the board.
Let's
We need a
roll it.
leadership spill.
Can a current player sit on that? Because I would love to. I would love to sit on that.
Because that's what everyone's always like post game. What are you going to do? What are your aspirations? Are you going to be a coach?
Yeah.
Are you going to be like behind the scenes of the club? You're just like, I've got one dream.
Yeah.
I want to be on the entertainment committee for the
Yeah.
AFL Grand Final.
We've been chasing that Killers moment since the
Yeah.
Killers.
Yeah, to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Oh, Killers were great. The
Killers
Killers
were
were
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Why don't we just get the Killers back every year?
Yeah.
We'll give them a 5-year deal. They can just do the Grand Final 5 years in a row.
Bruce Springsteen, you could get him.
Oh, yes.
The boss would be
Yes,
amazing.
please. Triple M.